I'm Teresa Kwong, the producer from Hong Kong. This time I'm attending the Wazoo Asian Film Festival. One of the reasons is to presenting two films that I got involved. Both films are directed by Ray Yeung. First film it's called Suk Suk in Chinese. In French title it's called Printemps de Hong Kong. And the second one is Ray Yeung's latest film called All Shall Be Well, Tout Here Bien, and which is the closing film of the film festival.
So as I heard a couple of days ago during lunch, the film is nominated for a number of awards in Hong Kong Film Awards, you mentioned. Can you tell me?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we were happy because just yesterday, we just learned that the film got 5 major nominations from the Hong Kong Film Award this year, including Best Film, Best Director, Best Scriptwriter, Best Actress, and also Best Supporting Actress. So 5 major nominations.
And how was your cooperation with Ray this time? Was it different than the previous film? Better, worse?
Yeah. I know Ray for a long time because it's back in year 2000. He is running the Hong Kong Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, where Hong Kong Art Center it's one of the co-presenter. So that's why I know Ray back then. Yeah, but so he spent some time abroad until 2015. He decided to coming back to Hong Kong to make his third feature, which is Suk Suk. Yeah, as compared to his first and the second film, the third one, Suk Suk, it's a more local film in the sense that it is a Cantonese film, and the story it's about local people living in Hong Kong. So that's why he will need local producer to help him to make everything happen. And so he invited me on board, and since then we have a very good relationship, being working together, starting from Suk Suk, and then the latest one, All Shall Be Well. I'm also very happy to be involved. So basically for these two films, the crew basically are more or less the same. Yeah, from the producer, from the production side, art direction, cinematographer, basically are the same crew. Yeah, and for the cast, as you could notice, some of the crew, some of the cast, they are repeated, including Taibo, Petra O, and so forth. Yeah. So I always find that it's just like, for example, this time I'm attending the film festival with Petra O, and I always think it's just like a family reunion. Yeah. So and the film has been invited to a number of overseas film festival, and we will have the chance to travel together. So I always feel like it's just like a reunion. Yeah, with the relative again. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And tell me a bit, how was your cooperation with Maggie Lee, who also plays in the film, and she's like this. She used to be a big star in Hong Kong back in the day.
So who?
Maggie
Lee. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think for both Suk Suk and All Shall Be Well, two films basically is about the elderly LGBT community in Hong Kong, and we spent a long time to finding suitable cast for the leading role. Yeah, similar situation for Suk Suk, and All Shall Be Well. It's the same this time. Yeah, even though with the success of Suk Suk, we have less tougher time to find the leading role, because I still remember for Suk Suk, Ray and I have been rejected by over 100 male actor for the Suk Suk, yeah.
Wow.
And because of the success of the film, Bo and also Taibo got the best actor last time. This time, when we approached the actress for the role, they are much more welcoming. Yeah, and also they could see that we are, even though it's an independent production with a relatively lower production budget, they can see that we are serious, and also the project that we have been involved, they are of good quality. So. The actress, they have confidence in us. Petra basically is we first approached her for the role of Angie, which is the leading character in All Shall Be Well, and so this is not a problem. But for her lover in the film, the name is called Pat. We really spent quite some time to find a suitable cast. Yeah, I mean Ray. He is a really hardworking filmmaker. Not only spending a long time working on the script. He spent a long time, doing research. For example, I always said that he watching almost all the Hong Kong film TV program and searching online YouTube and do a big research on what are the actors available that time. Yeah, so I mean we have spent over a year. We've been rejected by some actors. Maybe they are initially interested, but maybe for other reason they could not involve. Yeah. So I mean, we have to wait more than 1 year before we really could lock down on Maggie, to say yes to the role. As you all know, basically she has been she haven't acted for maybe. Already 3 to 4 decades already, and so that's and also she is also been sick for a while before. So that's why she really, spent some time to think wherever her physical position could take up the role. But after reading the script, after meeting us, she really thinks she liked the project, and also that's and also the shooting, it's only take her a few days. I mean, so that's why, and also with her family support, so eventually she agreed to join. Our production, and I'm sure after you watch All Shall Be Well, you really think Maggie, even though she only appeared for a few scenes, but she immediately captured all our attention. Yeah, and then in a way you were missing the auntie Pat when she passed away. So because I mean all is due to Maggie's performance and also her own charisma. Yeah.
And the reason so many actors turned down the role, is it because in Hong Kong being gay is illegal? I guess it's illegal, no?
No. I would say they are still could not be officially married, but no. I mean, as compared before, people are kind of more accepted to the LGBT relationship. Yeah. I mean, Suk Suk really have a hard time because. As you could imagine, Mao, maybe they will have more resistance towards the gay relationship, and also because Ray insisted that the two male actor in Suk Suk, they will have some intimate scene, like kissing and hugging, and it is really is a big hesitation for the actor because we approach, as you could imagine, we approach all the male actor that they have very active back in the 60 or 70. Yeah. So most of the role back then they are in, like, let's say, action film or the hero. Yeah. For them it's a big challenge for them to be in a gay relationship. So that's why we have we have gone through a lot of hurdle in order to find both Tai Bo and Ben Yun. Yeah. This time for All Shall Be Well, it's about two elderly lesbian couple. I think the challenge will be not as challenged as last time. Yeah.
Okay. And how is the reaction of the audience in Hong Kong and for those films?
You mean for both of them? Or?
Yeah, All Shall Be Well has already screened, right? In Hong Kong. So how was the reaction of the audience?
Oh, okay. I would say, yeah. I mean, generally speaking, the audience they love the movie. For example, as I said, yeah, I mean the subject matter is a LGBT elderly couple, but I think back then is about both of them is about human story. Yeah, we often said Suk Suk basically it's a love story about two person. They really have feeling towards each other, but for some reason they have to separate. Yeah, so. Yeah, that it's about a matter of choice. Yeah, while for All Shall Be Well, I would say it's more a family drama, or I should say, it's about a test to humanity. Basically, it's if maybe family for most of the people that always mean that it's from sharing the same surname. Yeah, but I mean, Ray always questioned what is meant by family. Maybe family is not defined by blood relationship. It's more about sacrifice or about compassion. Yeah, so I would say this is what the core value of All Shall Be Well.
And you mentioned that even though an independent production, the film had a decent budget, let's say. Can you tell me how the funding worked?
Okay, so for those two films, basically it's made possible by the private money. Yeah, there are many reasons. I think first of all, it's the subject matter. I would say. Yeah, I mean Hong Kong basically it's quite open to the LGBT community, but if you're talking about making business, it's it's another consideration. Yeah, I mean we have some popular LGBT film. I mean both made by the Hong Kong filmmaker or by overseas filmmaker, but most of them it's. About love story, romance story by younger actor. Yeah, good looking, you know what I mean, yeah. But for these two films, basically, it's about elderly people. It's for actor and actress over maybe 65 years old, yeah. So maybe that is not really attractive to the normal audience. So that's why, especially for Suk Suk, yeah, it's really difficult to find investment. Yeah, financial. Yeah. And also, Ray, is new to Hong Kong back then, and the actor we engage, basically, all of them are very experienced, but not. I would say the star, yeah. So that's why Suk Suk it's made possibly by private money. All shall be well. Initially, that we have high hope because of the success of Suk Suk. The industry now knows about Ray and also have big confidence to the production team. Yeah, we managed to find some interested party from the film company, but again, unfortunately, that was during COVID time. So. We are almost closed the deal, but because during COVID, the cinema also closed down for almost a year. So that's why the investor they are pulling back. Yeah. So again, at the end. All shall be well. It's also made possibly by private money as well.
And usually, how involved are you with, let's say, other aspects of the film, let's say the script or the casting or you in general, and how involved you were in this case in All Shall Be Well?
Okay. Okay, I would say All Shall Be Well. The project, Ray got the idea back in year 2020. Yeah, because after Suk Suk, after all the festival tour, he got some time to really think about what is the fourth project that he will have to be involved. So that was year 2020. By chance, he attended a talk in Hong Kong, which is about the LGBT legal rights. Yeah. So during that seminar, there are some case studies shared during the seminar talking about there are cases because as I mentioned there is still the LGBT there still is not legalized. Yeah. So that's why there are real cases where a LGBT couple, one of them, let's say, pass away, and then for the partner, basically there's no legal protection. So there are many cases that maybe after the partner died, the remaining one asked by the family member to leave the house the next day, or yeah. So that's why. And of course, some of them are bring to the court. Yeah. So then Ray, really think that he want to tell that story to show that if someone really in that situation, what could he or she could do. Yeah. So that's why she interviewed some of the subject that he came across in that legal talk, and then again, just like Suk Suk is inspired by real cases. Then he developed the script by himself. Yeah. After almost a year, have the initial draft ready. We both love this story, and we decided to make the film together. So then we'll start the fundraising. We do a lot of audition to find suitable cast to make the film happen, etc. etc. So. As I said, the project first have an idea back in year 2020, but because of the COVID, I think we just eventually start the shooting after 2 years. That is December 2022. Yeah. So and then we spent about 1 year doing everything, and then the film it's ready for the world premiere last year February in Berlin. Yeah.
Okay, good. And tell me, in general, how is it being a producer in Hong Kong nowadays? Is it rewarding, very hard, very easy? How is it?
Oh, you mean production?
Yeah.
Production. Okay, I would say. I think the most challenging part is not about production, because I would say now because of technology, because of there are more public funding available, or maybe there are also some private interests in cinema. So basically, as an independent film, it is not too difficult to start a project. Yeah, because as you could see, basically. Nowadays, if you want to do the filmmaking in Hong Kong, so either like us, the independent one, we would like to keep the budget low, so that we could make things manageable, or maybe, for example, the Hong Kong government, they will give out some public funding to a new filmmaker with the budget about 8 million Hong Kong dollar, and of course another level will be a bigger budget, which is with the budget about 10 or 20 million Hong Kong dollar. Yeah. So and also because of the technology and blah blah blah. Basically now I think filmmaking it's more manageable. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course. Filmmaking is not always easy. Basically, it's about the whole process, about creativity and problem solving. Yeah. But I think the most challenging part is about after the film get done. It's about the distribution, because nowadays it's getting harder and harder to recoup the money. Yeah. Yeah. After you make the film, you nowadays, even though say for example, last year the box office in general we got some very some Hong Kong film that could got a very good box office. Yeah, but in general there are fewer people going to the cinema now. Yeah, so that really affect the box office. Yeah, and also we were told basically because of the economic situation now in Hong Kong, there are hesitation from the investor to invest in film. So that's why the number of production is dropping down. Yeah. So that's why so both situation. First is while the film got done, how you could win the interest of the audience, and then they willing to buy ticket to watch the film, so that you could got money to recoup. That is a one challenge. Yeah. And the second one will be talking about investment, because as I said, the general economic situation maybe globally is not very ideal. So that's why that also make the investor more have more hesitate, and so yeah.
Okay. And now you need to spend a lot of money for promotion with what you just described.
It's not about money, basically. It's about because now you got a lot of competition. Competition means that people there are so many things happening that will attract their attention. Yeah. Cinema. Well, they don't have. They really don't have to have to watch film. There are many ways. They could entertain themselves. Yeah. So Yeah, I mean, COVID, it's also, is a big impact to our life. Yeah. I don't know the situation in Europe, but for example, Hong Kong used to have a lot of nightlife. Yeah, we often said Hong Kong is a sleepless city. But now, maybe after, I don't know, 8 p.m., the streets are quite quiet. Yeah, because people, they do like to spend more time at home, making dinner and then watching maybe the streaming. Yeah, so they don't need to go out. Yeah, so that's why I would say the lifestyle has been changing. Yeah, so that's why, as I said, it's not just well, and also nowadays that it's not about spending huge money to do promotion. For example, you well nowadays where people even don't buy newspaper, so there's no point for you to have a full advertisement in the newspaper, big billboard and blah blah. I think it's more about again using creative way to to make the film known to your target audience. Yeah, and of course the quality of the film has to be good, but I mean it's not about money, it's about how you could really make the information of the film being accessible to your target audience. Yeah. Yeah, let me give you an example. For example, recently there is a documentary. I need to find the English title for you. Basically, it's about racing competition in Hong Kong. That it's taking place in every Chinese New Year, where you will doing hiking, in Hong Kong countryside, and the target is you have to complete the whole thing within 50 hours. Yeah, but basically that is exist a human capacity. Yeah, but I mean, before it's only known to only a very small community in Hong Kong, but because of that documentary. Again, this is not a big budget project, and they don't have huge production promotional marketing money, but because of word of mouth, people get to watch the film, and the film now gradually it seems the box office now it's already exists 5 million Hong Kong dollar, which is 500,000 euro, which is talking about money-wise, is a success, and also they got 2 nominations in the Hong Kong Film Award. Yeah, because the film, why the documentary is being, the audience really love watching it. It's first one reason is they capture the beauty of Hong Kong. Yeah, the second it's you would see. Those are human beings. They try to overcome both the physical, mentally limitation in order to, complete, the whole trial. That is amazing. Yeah. So, so that's why. You first have to make a good film, and at the same time, how you could make the film get known to your target audience, and then word of mouth. Yeah.
And also, could you tell me something about the Hong Kong Culture Center, how the whole collaboration ended, let's say?
Oh, okay. Again, Hong Kong Art Center is like. I would say definitely it's always play an important role in my life, because I spend more than 2 decades, working there. Not to mention, while I'm a student, we also spend a long time, knowing about arts, when we are in the high school. So for us, for me, I would say, Art Center is always like my second home, because I would say how I could see. How I understand life, how I understand art, is through my time spending at Art Center. Yeah. And also, I met a lot of wonderful people being there. I always think that I'm lucky because I'm able to know some very good person there, including all my previous boss. The reason why I could be who I am now is because of their open-minded, yeah, and all the opportunity they offer me, yeah. Now, for example, now I could be a producer. Say, for example, when I look back, all the filmmakers that I'm now working with, including Ray Yeung, I know through my time at Art Center. So so that's why. Definitely, that's play a crucial part in my life. Yeah. The reason why I decided to leave the organization 2 years ago is because I really think that it is better to always stay hungry and stay not to stay in a comfort zone. Yeah, it is important to learn new things, to do new things, to do challenge from time to time. So I'm grateful for what I have experienced at Art Center, and I also think maybe it is a good time for me to try to use what I have known at Art Center to apply somewhere else. Yeah. So, and I think that is good for not only for myself, it's also good for the organization. At the same time, because I always believe Hong Kong Art Center it's an art why we like that place so much, because this is a place where it is by the people and for the people. Yeah. So I really think that everything's got its own season. Yeah. So we have to move on. Yeah. So, and I could see. After. We left the organization. The new management. They would like to take the organization to take on different direction or different path. I would say I think that is maybe quite natural for an organization, to going through different phases. Yeah.
Okay, so last question, can you tell me a bit about your future projects? What will you be working on next? What plans you have?
Okay, there are a few projects that I am working on, but let me share with you with two projects, which is already we are in the process of making it. The first film, it's a documentary again. It's a feature documentary by Mary Stephen, a very renowned editor. She has been working with people like the French New Wave, Eric Romain, and also Anne Hui, and so forth. Yeah. So this project is called Pali Plus. It's her own project. This is a project that she has prepared for over 2 decades. The subject matter is about her own family. Why, as a Chinese, she got a British surname as Stephen. Yeah, so she's and we are now in the post production. So we anyway have to complete it by this summer. Yeah, this is a co-production project by Hong Kong, France, and also Taiwan. Yeah, so I mean, I would say, as a producer, I mean, I'm excited to work with not only filmmaker but film professional all over the world. Yeah. So this is my. I would say before, I have been involved in documentary that is Hong Kong and French co-production, and this one is Hong Kong, Taiwan, and also French as well. So I'm very looking forward, to involve in more co-production. Yeah. So this is first project that I'm now working on, and the second one is already in shooting. Now the working title is called Dating Omikaze. It's a drama directed by Amos Y, which I have been working with him. This is his fifth film. His previous title including Far Far Away. So this project, again, we are working on a very low budget. It's about, we would say the light comedy style, but it's showcasing the daily life of the younger generation in Hong Kong, and we also involve the cooking. The Hong Kong food there as well. Yeah. So our target is to complete it, by this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.